Well, I decided to come outside and see what Thomas is into, and I can't seem to locate him. So where are you at? There he comes around the corner. I thought you were out here.
I am out here. Got a flat tire on the truck. Figure we get this in there and get it running.
Oh gosh, you're gonna work on the 58 finally?
Yeah. So I got my little Ava Powell air compressor. Let's see if we can pump this tire up. I ain't gonna put much air in it, just enough to get it off the ground so it don't break the bead. What are you doing?
Just coming to see where you were.
Oh, me.
If he was working on something, I was gonna go ahead and video it.
I figure we'd see if we can get this thing running before it goes all the way in the ground. Tire there. They're all dry rotted. But maybe it'll hold air enough to get it around yonder.
So you're gonna pull this around front and do what? Try to get it running?
Yep, get it running and stopping. We'll go cruising it. We're gonna put it on car mode. It's fully charged. Alright. Hold your ears. We're gonna start it up. We'll let it sit out here and do its thing while we go inside and find something to pull this around with.
So this will be our next Will It Run. Our 58 GMC. In a little rough shape. So we'll get it running and hopefully we'll get some more work done to it here in the near future.
Alright, got a pound and a half. Let's get another vehicle. We'll video it in a minute.
Alright. Raggedy Ann is running, and we're going to see if we can pull this around to pull our 58 GMC around here and get it in the shop. This is the windshield, so can't really see too much from this view. Kind of hard to steer with one hand. I had to cut the camera off for a second. So we got it around here. I just unhooked the chain, so he's going to move the 51 and then we are going to pull it in with the forklift. So it made it around here. The brakes are a little iffy on it, but the parking brake held up good. I had to turn the camera off, like I said, because it was getting hard to steer with one hand, so we didn't have the mount for the truck on here. Should have grabbed it. But anyway, we'll get this pulled in with or pushed in with the forklift and get started to work on it.
Gravel has no bottom to it. No problem. Alright. Ride a little bit. Alright. Alright, everything's in. That was entertaining. Now we got rats in the yard.
I'm sure we do.
You'll leave the door open for a minute, let the sun shine in. Take it with a grin.
Yes, first one day we had.
First warm door we got.
One door we got.
Alright then. Let's get some tools and we're going to move this back a little bit. Get some tools and we'll be right back with you. How y'all doing? I was out for a ride in my truck. We're gonna make y'all a video. How you doing? Well, hey y'all, welcome back. Today we're gonna be working on our 58 GMC pick-em-up truck. It's been sitting for a while, so we're gonna see if we can get it running and take y'all along for the ride. So let's get started. It's all original truck. The seat has been recovered and replaced. But we restored this truck back in the early 90s, mid 90s. And it's been sitting in the barn since 1982. The man and woman had lost their licenses due to medical issues or whatever. Anyhow, they had walled the barn up and both of them had passed. And the car and the truck was sitting there. Well, the car was a 49 like the one I got sitting out front that you've seen in the air compressor video, except it was a two-door. And this truck was sitting beside it. And he took and just put 10 over where the door would have went. So you wouldn't have ever known nothing was in there. It was just a building. And there was no entry door whatsoever. So when the grandson bought the property and started remodeling, a friend of mine was over there doing construction work, and he tore into the barn and found the truck and car. And his brother took the truck and we restored it. Well, not restore, but we painted it for him. There was no rust in the truck, but there were several places where rats had been with fertilizer, like in the bottom of the bezels here. They got holes in them, and they're starting to come back through. And up under the hood and a couple other places, but there's no major rust issues with the truck. And it was a running and driving truck. But it's been sitting for, I don't know, probably about 8-10 years, somewhere in there. So we're going to see if we can get it fired up today. And possibly start cruising around in it. I'm going to put tires on it. They're dry rotted. They look perfectly fine on the outside, but they got dry rot cracks the size of your thumbs on the inside. But This paint was a experimental paint at the time. They were experimenting with the waterborne paints over here, like they have in California. We got more humidity than they do. But even in California, the clear coat, the top coat, is still solvent-based chemical. So my paint provider at the time, which was Lesnall, approached us about painting this with the waterborne. So we painted it, and then we clear coated it with a solvent. Clear. But after about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years later, the clear just turned to loose. It just comes off in sheets. Well, in that case, it comes off in flakes. But anyhow, you get the point. So what you see, that's just clear coat. So what you see up here is just base coat, which is not water resistant. So that's the reason there's some rust places coming out in it. But down low, there's some places that's got some clear still left on it. Some of it blew off just bringing it in the shop. So that's how fragile the clear coat is. But it does have some issues, but we're going to get in here and get it running and see what we can come up with on that. So let's get the battery out of 55 and I'll be right back. All right. Somebody made a comment about we must have a battery sponsor. We ain't got nobody. We need somebody. We used to sell interstate batteries in Georgia, but we're so far off the beaten path up here they won't deliver to us up here. I think this one here is a AutoZone battery, if I'm not mistaken. Can't really remember. Always clean your terminals before you ever start working on anything, because if you don't have a battery connection, you're not getting nowhere. Do we have fire? Hey, the tail light's wrong. Anything else on?
Not what I see.
Just the brake lights? Well now. Oh. Alright, brake light switch works off pressure, and there's no brake fluid. Since we're here, I tell you what, we need to go ahead and take the master cylinder top off. You put some brake fluid in it so it can go ahead and be gravity bleeding itself. I think this is the right size. It was laying there for some reason. No, it's not.
I'll check it out from the passenger side.
16 socket. So we need a small one there. Now there is I can't see no more. These things are bad about the brakes. Master cylinders losing the fluid out of them when they set. That ain't it. You can use a 12-point socket and get that bolt off, that nut off. If you can find a 12-point socket. My problem is I used to have employees, so I don't hardly have no tools no more. Well, there's a heater. We still got it. Oh, daggone. I had to go buy some tools to work on it with. That is just crazy. That's metric. Let's see if we can knock it on there. some reason I ain't got no 12-point sockets. Got a bunch of 6 points. Okay. It's a good thing the vibration may beating on there, loosening it up. Like I say, these things are notorious. In the red truck that you seen us pull it in with, it has no brakes whatsoever. And we live on a pretty decent hill if you hadn't noticed by the videos. I can't say. Don't see it, there it goes. Let's see it run off in the floor. Normally if you put fluid in them, they'll regain consciousness. See bubbles. At least the my cylinder's not stuck. We're gonna let that sit there and decide what it wants to do. And in the meanwhile, got the brake lights back on again. In the meanwhile, we'll get out here, see if we can get it to crank. But the whole inside of the truck, even the headliner is original. The only thing that's been changed is the seat. Well, the seat cover. The seat's original, just seat cover's been replaced. But that's the original headliner that's in it. There's our gas. A spark test. I might pull the plug out and check it just to see what it looks like. We'll take the cap off here. We can sand the points. Any oil in it? Oh yeah. Last time we drove this, it was in a parade. A friend of mine's got an orange one just like it. We put dual exhaust on his, a new carburetor. So I took this. I had this radiator vatted, and it's green, so it's pretty much rotten. But nobody up here does stuff like that, so I guess I have to buy a radiator this go around. Have to check Summit next week when we go up there. See what they got. I guess it's got the big plugs in it. Of course it does. Wouldn't have no other way. I found that socket.
You sure?
Yeah. Nobody wants no socket they gotta work with. Like a shovel. You throw a shovel out on the side of the road, nobody will touch it. Guaranteed. This thing might not have no antifreeze in it because that radiator is green. The lug's a little smutty. I guess the motor's locked up in it. Shouldn't be. No. It ain't locked up. My sparky tool ran away with a spoon. I got the croup. But now a friend of mine's brother that I painted a truck for, he had a crippling disease. I can't remember what it was called, but he couldn't match clutch in no more. So I bought it from him, and it and the orange wrecker sit under the carport side by side forever. Alright, there's our spark gesture. Turn the key on, see if we got fire at the points. Just need to check the antifreeze in it. I don't see nothing. That's not a good sign. Alright. Fire in the hole. Keys on. Any smoke?
Nothing.
Nothing? So we're good? As far as smoke goes? Points is sparking. All you gotta do is move your rotor button back and forth, and it'll make your points open up so you can check see if they're firing. You ain't gotta turn the motor over. Alright, well, this may be the easiest wheel to run yet. I better hush. Put some gas down its throat. I put an alternator on it and turned it into a one-wire system. So it no longer has a generator on it.
We didn't do that today, though. You did that.
Yeah, we did that for him when we painted the truck. I keep saying restored, but all we did was painted the truck. It was just color blue. When we went to match the color at the paint store with the Waterborne, the original color had a greenish look to it. But whenever they pulled it up on that chart, they come up with this. So this is the new color. All right, tell me if my little strobe light down there flickers when I mash the brake starter pedal. Ready?
Ready. Yep. It flickers.
Well, we'll fire off then.
Shakes off.
Right gas.
I just took it off of the fender. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
you
what
took the
made it
gas
quit.
bottle away and it quit
Yeah.
pumping gas. Choke's on, so choke should be sucking gas up here. If it's gonna suck gas. Might have to tap on the carburetor a little bit. I see it pouring out, so it's got gas in it now. Let's see. Hey, my unlocking tool has turned into my tapping tool. And don't hit that fin right there if you ever fool with one of these one barrel carburetors, because you'll break it. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
A little rat told me.
Oh, okay.
He said I messed up his house. Alright, fire and hole. Where's that kid? All kinds of
You
stuff
must
come
have
out.
hit that easy button.
All kinds of stuff come out of the tailpipe back here.
There was some stuff flying around up here,
No, I
too.
got clear coat falling off the fender over here. Just off cranking it up. I ain't good. No. Get this now tomorrow, ride around in it. Ride around it for my birthday.
Old man, an old truck.
There you go. It just so happens we got a tag for it. So it is legit. Legal.
It's too legit to quit.
So, it ain't got no brakes on it.
Oh, I think that's why that,
But neither does anything else.
I think that's why that's in the floorboard up there.
What?
Because it doesn't have brakes on it.
Oh, chop
That
block?
will, yeah.
It's running out of gas. The gas gauge says empty. And I don't hear no gas.
No.
Remember last time that happened? We dumped all the gas out of it going to Daytona. Went down here. Ticket for the turkey ride run. We got there and pulled up in the motel parking lot. The woman was like, something smells like gas. Then when we got back up from getting everything in the room, we got back up to the truck, and the whole trailer was black and slimy. We just had painted it before we left to go down there to make it look nice with Rust-Oleum paint. And the gas had liquefied the paint, or gelled paint. It didn't liquefy, it just ruined it. So come to find out, the gas tank, the bottom seam in it split where it rusted from sitting. So we went to the car show, went to LMC's booth. I think it was LMC, wasn't it?
Not sure.
Anyhow, that's been...
That was probably like 2014 or so.
It was before then. Was it 2014? Anyhow, went to somebody's booth in there. One of the vendors' booth, and bought a fuel tank and oil fuel sending unit. Every time we go on vacation, it winds up costing twice as much as what we expect it's going to. That's like the Suburban and the Power Tour.
And then the Blazer and the Power Tour.
Yeah, put new tires on that, put a new transmission, new motor, new exhaust. And just a year before, we didn't do nothing to it. We just got it out of the junkyard, put a gas tank in it, and drove. The calipers locked up on it, all kind of problems. But all we did was got it out of the junkyard and rode, no problems. We're trying to take care of it and do something right, and there it still sits. I was trying to family on blow stuff like this away.
You know it's about 12 o'clock, right?
It's okay. It's Friday night, everybody's partying. If they ain't partying, we fix to make them party. I ain't scared. Okay. That's going to be too rough for us to be able to survive tonight in the shop. So let me turn the fan on. I'll be right back.
Well, we're going to get some air in the tires real quick.
These sends pump our back one up with the Ava Powell. That comes in handy when you're out in the yard.
It does.
Oh. These tires are in bad shape. They're dry rotted, but they're knee deep in tread. They're brand new looking.
How old are they?
I don't know. That's the new treads. Hard to tell. I can look on the date code on the back side of
They've been on it a while, but
Yeah.
just haven't been driven.
Yeah, they have been on it for a minute. we're gonna stop right there because that right there says get you some. But just so happens, oh, that same size tire was on the green GMC pickup truck, so I got the old ones over there. We put them on here. Only problem with them was we was gonna drive the truck far distance, and I took them off because they were getting a little slack in the hairline.
A little slack in the hairline.
Yep. Receding tread. That clear coat just did not bond to that base coat. But everybody trying to pacify the government. That's the reason all you Dodges and Chevrolets and all the Fords, oh, in that era, in the 90s, the paint peeled off of them because they used chemical primer, waterborne paint, and then chemical clear. And they just don't bond together. Common sense to tell you that.
Well, this will be another one you'll see in a future video.
Yeah.
When we start to
yeah, this year we're gonna
do some body work.
This year we're gonna do some videos of getting our stuff up and going. We just figured during the winter when it's cold we do these willet runs because it's easy to pull them in the shop.
And they haven't ran in years, so.
Yeah. The 55, they never ran since I've owned it.
So we didn't know all the issues
Yeah.
going on with it until started looking into it.
I rolled it off a trailer in the building behind our trailer we lived in. It's sitting in that building for I don't know how many years. And then I wound up with a 53-foot reefer trailer. I put it and 2 or 3 other vehicles in it. And they all sit in there. Oh! And then when we removed, I had to take it out of that trailer and put it in another trailer. So that's how they've lasted as long as they have. So we're gonna put gas in it. See if we can get it to crank up, and we're gonna back it out the door. Oh, gotta put water in it. Yeah.
Very carefully because we're not sure about the brakes yet.
Oh, they've had time enough to register. She's empty.
It'll register real quick when you find out you don't have any going down that hill, though.
Maybe I'll drain the water out of this thing. I'm not going to put no antifreeze in it because I am going to drain this water back out of it. Because this is not distilled water, so I don't want it to stay in the motor. That should be enough to get it where it's going. Oh yeah, it's right here. So it wasn't totally out. It was on its way out. Push the battery back here. Contact. No, I don't wear contacts. I can see perfectly fine. Not. Okay, maybe this will pick up on the gas I poured in the tank. It said it had no gas in the tank. So, which I'm bad about doing that too. Woo, shot straight out the bottom. Okay. Tap on the carburetor. There again, like I said, this fin right here, do not hit on that fin because it'll crack that plate and crack top of that carburetor. I haven't done it, but I've seen it done. And they go, I don't know how the carburetor got busted, but then there's hammer marks all over the top of that. It's like, I know. The brake fluid is gone, so that means we got a leak somewhere. Nope, we got brakes. Yep. Hot dang. We just gotta add some more brake fluid to it.
Might need to.
So keep brake. I missed. That tinkling sound under the car is not me. My mess. That was me.
You're good at that.
Well, thanks for
Have
that.
you seen the rest of the shop?
Yeah, we're fixing to do some spring cleaning.
Some spring cleaning. Are we gonna video that?
Nope.
No.
'Cause I don't need no comments on it. I wouldn't have thrown that away.
You're not gonna throw anything away. You know that.
Hush. Maybe that was the comment I was talking about.
Oh.
You just gave it away. Okay. Wall plug engaged. Well, all right, fire in the hole. The choke cable broke, so it ain't gonna hold the choke no more. Sounds like a throwing machine. It's going well. That ain't nice. Houston or Alabama? Might have found out where the water went. The back freeze plug has came out and it is evacuating the radiator onto the ground. Well, so much for driving at any distance. I ain't driving around the yard like I did the rest of them. I guess I'd pull a transmission out of it when I come back from Georgia. Because it needs to be pressure washed on the frame before I do all that, because I'm tired of getting filthy. And all the water in the shop's winterized, so there's no water to pressure wash with. Well, that's what it is. Losing the cap up a half a turn. As long as it ain't getting into oil. Nope. Oil is good. Well, it's low, but it's good. No gas. So. Let's go drive it around the yard before it leaks all the water out of it. Turn that compressor off.
I'm gonna change the battery out in the camera.
You know, we'll wash the windshield off so you can ride with me. Do that.
We'll see. I'm gonna go grab another battery real quick. Alright, well we're trying to get the windshield somewhat clean. Looks like it's got grease on it.
Whatever was on the white blazer, same thing as on this. Somebody said it was pollen. Pollen don't have a little
Well, it's
stuff
pretty thick.
growing out of it. Pollen helps trees grow if they don't grow on its own. This has got fungicide in it. Fungicide, fungicide. When you spray that side, it's on your side. Uh-oh, we're out of towels. You're gonna have to get a mortgage to buy hand wiping tools. Oh yes, it's already looking worse. I mean better. I can actually see inside now.
Here's a greasy towel. You want it?
It wouldn't hurt none.
No.
You won't be able to tell much difference. I need one of them squeegees from the gas station. If we don't have a gas station here, we can go borrow it. That was on consignment.
Well, I'll go grab some more towels for you.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah, we've got stuff growing on the hood right here too.
Yeah. That's the good stuff.
We thought about pressure washing it today, but it's just a little too cool to be out in the yard, and we're just getting over being sick, so don't want to get sick again.
No,
and like you said,
so
that's what I was about to say. All the
there's no way
faucets are winterized, and there's no need in getting all that back going again.
Right yet.
Because winter is not over.
No, not up here it ain't. So we'll just do this for the time being. It's just as good. Has the same outcome. Costs a little more by buying Windex and a ball.
You're gonna Windex the whole truck?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Thought you were feeling spunky on your birthday.
No. I ain't even feeling spunky when it ain't my birthday. More or less on my birthday. Not at all. But I do feel older. Just by reaching across this windshield, I can already tell. One more year went by. Can y'all see out of that?
That looks so much better.
Leave in the comments if you can.
We've got scratches on there from the windshield wipers.
Yep. Let's go right down the road. What could possibly go wrong? I'll pour the rest of this gas in there. So we know we can at least get halfway back. That's a good thing about living on a mountain. You leave out of here and you go out. Maybe a long drive around, but all you do is walk back across the mountain and get back here. So long drive, short walk. We don't even talk about the walking part. Because I already done took dibs. I'm steering, you pushing. Birthday boy gets to steer.
I will come back and get the tow truck.
That's nice.
That's neat.
No, that'd be nice if you come get down the drive. Keep you behind push. Alright. Idiots engaged.
Now since that is
we're not engaged,
leaking.
we've been married for a long time.
Yeah, just a day or two. Since that's leaking, do you need to take some?
No, we ain't gonna be gone that long. We're only gonna be gone for 1 gallon of water.
Alright, well I will video from here.
You gotta get in. Some prank time. Oh. Hey.
Hey.
It's a truck. Why not? It'd be like our wedding day. We'd be dragging shit behind us. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Whatever.
That's 8 more days away. Okay, we'll hang it back on here for 8 more days. I had to get a strap of some sort and strap that up right quick.
Okay, well you do that.
Oh, I could you reach that
We
floor?
be leaving sparks going down the road.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
This thing still got our Georgia tag on it.
You know about a tag?
Where's the Tennessee tag?
I ain't one that got it yet. This zip tie was hung in the bag. And when I kept stretching, not nice.
Good grief, it's cold out here.
Look at there.
Easy access right there.
Yeah. Good old Chevrolet. Removable floorboards. Now when I pushed in with the shop with the forklift, that popped out. I meant to pick it up, but I forgot about it until you just saw it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fine. Ain't nothing but a thing.
Just something else fixed.
Yeah. Just need a spare tire. Okay, let's ride. Trap door engaged. The wind swelled up. It'll be alright.
You want your jacket?
Nah, let's ride.
Let's ride. Let's ride. Oh Lord.
There's no heater in here, and the air conditioning's stuck on. So
Okay, let me get up in here.
we'll make this a quick trip. It's a gas station, ain't it? Gas can stay registered. The clutch has got high spots in it. When we first got in the truck, the clutch was stuck. So,
Or will it stop?
yeah. And it's spin too.
Woohoo! Will it stop again?
Yeah. Stop all day long. Choke shut on. We're slinging mud everywhere.
There's Lucy. She came out to see us.
This thing's high geared. We're in second. I bet we could run 50 miles an hour if the speed envelope working. We need to check on this truck right here. We need parts. does run and drive. We are currently going down the road. And oddly enough,
there goes a black cat.
That's all we needed. He got socks on, his feet was cold. Woohoo! At least I ain't saw the black cat. We ain't gotta cross him out. We'll do it anyhow. One sock fell out right here in the road. That's all we need, some bad luck.
It's been a long time since I've rode this thing.
Gas gauge did flutter coming over the hill, so it is moving. It's out of gas. I ain't got no gas in it. I got 4 gallons in it, I know. I'm about to roll this here evacuation hole up. It's kind of chilly out, Johnny. My hole. Well, window stuck. Now what?
I used to drive these old cars to see my daddy, and he thought it was cool that I could drive the 3 on the tree. He never knew which vehicle I was going to show up in to visit him.
We got some family reunion going on over here.
Oh, we got a 4-wheeler.
Yeah, you couldn't do this in Georgia. This is what we used to do on Saturday and Sunday. But down in Georgia, traffic got so bad where everybody was trying to push you and run over you. You couldn't get out and cruise no more. Now we're on the big road. Somebody ran into my horse trailer. One of you ran into my horse going with it.
Got it.
Got a little bit of a stammer to it.
It's moving on, though.
Oh yeah.
For it to be sitting all these years, this is awesome. I'm glad I came along, because I was just going to stay in the yard and
Video
watch it
coming up
drive
and
by. Makes me want to drive it now. I remember too, we got pictures of Connor when he was just a couple of weeks old, our nephew, on the hood of this thing. And he's going to be 12 this year. So we've had it for a while. We had it for years before that.
Somebody ran off the S-curve down here, up through the field and right through the neighbor's barn. Ain't figured out how you did that yet. But it's a curvy road. Yeah, the barn's sitting way up on top of that hill, and they run off the road and ran right up there and ran through the side of it. So, and we still ain't passing no cars. top right here and drain the water out of it, because it is just pure water. I think we're supposed to have some more cold weather coming in. Yeah, these old brakes, if you fool one of these cars, which all of mine are that way, but all you got to do is, she's running hot, all you got to do is pour brake fluid in and leave the top off of it and pull up on it.
You can come be a gentleman and let me out. Okay. Or not.
All you gotta do is leave the top off of it, fill it full of brake fluid, pump it like 3 times and pull it all the way back up to the top and let it sit. Don't fool with it no more. Then about an hour or 2 hours later, if you'll go back, if it's dropped down, the brake fluid levels drop down, if you'll pump it like 4 times and pull it all the way back to the top and leave it, it takes about 3 or 4 times of doing that and you'll get your brakes back. Or at least the ones that ain't seized up, which in this case all 4 of them seem to have worked. Because it stopped pretty easy. Yeah, she's running hot. Well, it ain't hot on the gauge, but I left the cap turned to where it can't build up no pressure, so what it's doing is it's blowing back past the cap. But if you take and put a drain plug in the side of your block, you can unscrew it and drain your water out. This is where I had that. I didn't have it clicked all the way down and it was letting pressure from steam come out. Because it ain't full of water. But, well, there you go. You got to see one, will it run and will it drive? And it drove a duration of about, I don't know, maybe 2 miles. We made it all the way back here to the shop. So when we get back from Georgia, we're going to be down there for about a week. So by the time you see this video, we'll be headed back up here. But I think it's supposed to be a little warmer. And if it is, we'll charge the water pipes in here. And we'll pressure wash this frame and pressure wash the bottom of the motor and all. And I'll pull the transmission out and put the freeze plug in it. And I might even go ahead and put a clutch, have the flywheel surfaced and put a clutch disc in it, because it does have high spots in it. So it does shimmy a little bit when you go to let out on the clutch. But we appreciate you watching. And don't mind, tell a friend. Hit the like button. Share it with somebody. And make a comment. Everybody comment. And everybody who's watching it ain't subscribe. It's going to get more entertaining, I guess. We'll try anyhow. But until next time, don't let your junk sit where you'll wind up with a headache like this.